Welcome back to Auto Hub, your trusted destination for in-depth motorcycle reviews and expert insights. Today, we're diving into a machine that has set the biker world ablaze with anticipation and excitement, the 2025 Harley Davidson Dragon Speed. A name that sounds like it was forged in fire, the Dragon Speed represents Harley's boldest step yet into the future of high-performance cruisers, combining the legacy of American V-twin muscle with a cutting-edge design ethos and advanced riding tech. In a market increasingly split between traditional choppers and futuristic naked bikes, Harley's Dragon Speed seeks to bridge that gap, delivering raw, aggressive power, daring aesthetics, and track-capable performance without abandoning the soul that has made Harley Davidson a household name for over a century. Today, we'll take a comprehensive look at the 2025 Dragon Speed, exploring its origins, design inspiration, mechanical prowess, technological innovations, real-world riding experience, pricing, and how it stacks up in Harley's ever-evolving lineup. Whether you're a die-hard HD fan or someone just intrigued by the latest evolution in cruiser performance, you're in for a wild ride. The legacy of the 2025 Harley Davidson. The 2025 Harley Davidson Dragon Speed may be a new name in the lineup, but its roots run deep into the brand's DNA. It emerges at a pivotal time for Harley Davidson, as the company continues to redefine what it means to be an American motorcycle manufacturer in a global, tech-driven era. Historically, Harley has always been associated with rebellion, freedom, and that unmistakable V-twin rumble. But over the last decade, the brand has been strategically shifting, introducing performance-centric machines like the Pan America and the Sportster S. The Dragon Speed is the spiritual successor to that momentum, a culmination of Harley's intent to prove that it can not only keep up with modern performance metrics but dominate in its own unique way. It takes inspiration from Harley's drag racing legacy, street performance bikes, and even a touch of futuristic sci-fi aesthetics, all rolled into one ferocious package. It doesn't just carry forward Harley's reputation, it expands it, offering a bike that can go toe-to-toe with European and Japanese sport cruisers while keeping its core values intact. With the Dragon Speed, Harley Davidson isn't chasing trends, it's creating its own lane, and doing so with unapologetic attitude. Design and aesthetic. One look at the 2025 Harley Davidson Dragon Speed, and it becomes clear that this bike was designed to turn heads, start conversations, and disrupt expectations. The design is aggressive, almost predatory, with a low-slung, aerodynamic body that hugs the frame like armor. Its muscular tank flows seamlessly into the sharply raked seat and minimalist tail section, giving the entire machine a forward-thrusting stance that screams speed even at a standstill. A mix of matte black, graphite, and metallic red accents dominate the color schemes, while carbon fiber trim pieces on the fenders, air intake, and belly pan add to its lightweight, race-inspired character. The front end features a narrow, LED strip headlamp that resembles the eyes of a dragon, flanked by winglet-style air deflectors that hint at high-speed stability and wind slicing. Every bolt, fin, and sculpted contour serves a purpose, balancing form and function with almost military precision. The exposed engine block and performance exhaust system are finished in black chrome, blending seamlessly into the rest of the bodywork. Unlike classic Harleys that wear nostalgia proudly, the Dragon Speed leans into a modern, almost dystopian visual language that feels as futuristic as it is aggressive. Something that finally places Harley Davidson in the design league of Ducati Diavel and Yamaha VMAX territory. Engine and performance. At the heart of the 2025 Dragon Speed lies a completely reworked Milwaukee 8131R V-twin, making this the most powerful street-legal Harley ever produced straight from the factory. Delivering an earth-shaking 145 horsepower and a brutal 145 foot-pounds of torque, this liquid-cooled beast is tuned specifically for high-performance street riding and short-distance speed bursts. The engine breathes through a high-flow ram air intake system and dual 2-1 short exhausts that produce a thunderous, raspy growl, one that blends Harley's signature thump with the wail of a performance machine. A 6-speed close-ratio transmission paired with a lightweight slipper clutch ensures lightning-fast gear changes and reduced engine braking during aggressive downshifting. The power-to-weight ratio is phenomenal thanks to the bike's advanced lightweight chassis made from a mix of high-tensile steel and aluminum. The Dragon Speed rockets from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.2 seconds and is electronically limited to a top speed of 145 miles per hour. Harley has also fitted it with a performance-tuned suspension system featuring fully adjustable inverted front forks and a monoshock rear, along with dual front 320mm Brembo brakes with radial calipers for razor-sharp stopping power. This bike doesn't just look fast, it's built to dominate every straight line and conquer every corner with equal confidence. Technology and features. Despite its brutal performance and aggressive stance, the Dragon Speed is not a bare-bones street fighter. Harley Davidson has packed this machine with an impressive suite of technology that ensures it's as smart as it is strong. At the center of it all is a 5-inch full-color TFT touchscreen integrated into the tank, offering full smartphone connectivity, navigation, customizable ride modes, diagnostics, and even track data logging. The Harley Performance Control Suite, HPCS, includes multiple ride modes, sport, road, rain, and custom, each altering throttle response, engine mapping, traction control sensitivity, and suspension behavior. Advanced cornering ABS, lean-sensitive traction control, launch control, and engine braking management are all standard, giving riders full command in all conditions. The keyless ignition system, adaptive LED lighting, and built-in anti-theft GPS tracking system make ownership not only secure but also convenient. Optional tech add-ons include a heads-up display visor integration, adaptive cruise control, and wireless charging under the seat. While traditionalists might balk at the digital intrusion, those looking for a connected, controllable, and safety-enhanced ride will appreciate how seamlessly Harley has blended analog muscle with modern smarts in the Dragon Speed. Riding experience. Throwing a leg over the Dragon Speed is a visceral experience, one that engages all the senses before the engine even roars to life. The bike's ergonomics are surprisingly accommodating for a performance cruiser, with slightly rear-set foot pegs, a low 27-inch seat height, and a wide drag-style handlebar that gives excellent leverage without stressing the wrists. Once rolling, the Dragon Speed feels planted and purposeful, with a ride that's taut but never punishing. The torque delivery is instantaneous, twist the throttle, and you're pinned back into the sculpted seat as the bike surges forward with brutal acceleration. In sport mode, the throttle becomes razor-sharp, and every gear shift feels like a shot of adrenaline. The bike corners with agility, thanks to its short wheelbase and responsive suspension, while the sticky performance tires give it serious grip even when pushed hard. On the highway, the Dragon Speed transforms into a surprisingly stable cruiser, with the engine settling into a deep, satisfying rhythm and wind turbulence kept in check by its aerodynamic front cowl. Braking is progressive and confidence-inspiring, and the entire chassis feels like it was built to handle both the chaos of the street and the precision of the track. This is a bike that invites aggressive riding but rewards skill and control. It doesn't suffer fools, but it elevates those who ride it with intent. Pricing. As with all things that push boundaries, the 2025 Harley Davidson Dragon Speed comes with a premium price tag. Starting at $27,999, this performance cruiser is clearly aimed at experienced riders who want something more extreme than the average cruiser and more muscular than a typical naked bike. Optional packages like the Track Pack, which includes performance tires, race-tuned ECU, and data acquisition tools, or the Carbon Pack, which adds a full carbon fiber body kit, can push the price well over $32,000. While that might seem steep, it's important to remember what you're getting: the most powerful, most advanced, and arguably most daring production Harley Davidson in recent memory. Compared to high-end European performance cruisers and muscle bikes, the Dragon Speed holds its own in both spec and style, and it comes with the added cachet of being a Harley, a brand that still carries enormous cultural weight. Financing options and pre-order incentives are available through HD dealerships, and demand has already started to outpace supply in major markets. Final thoughts. The 2025 Harley Davidson Dragon Speed is more than just a new model, it's a declaration of intent. It tells the world that Harley Davidson is not done innovating, not done evolving, and certainly not done dominating. This bike is fast, fierce, and unapologetically modern, offering a fusion of muscle, tech, and style that breaks the mold of what a cruiser is supposed to be. It respects Harley's roots but refuses to be chained by them. It dares to go toe-to-toe with performance machines from Europe and Japan while retaining the spirit of American engineering and attitude. For riders who crave raw power, futuristic design, and a riding experience that feels alive in every moment, the Dragon Speed is not just a new chapter, it's an entirely new genre. Thanks for joining us on Auto Hub. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more deep dives on the world's most thrilling motorcycles. Ride fast, stay sharp, and remember, dragons aren't meant to be tamed, they're meant to fly.